2011. Okay, you guys were doing a quiz review today. These are all the pages you can be working on. These are the scaffolding pages before our lessons. If you're able to do all these, then make sure you've completed all the homework for the quiz tomorrow. We're going to take up this question from last night's homework. Text page 233, it's number 10. The question has given us the equation of a circle, which is x squared plus y squared equals 25. This is something you would have learned last year briefly in one of the chapters. What the question asks is for us to give different equations using y equals x plus k. So they want different values of k, where those values for A intersect this circle at 2 points, for B intersect the circle at 1 point, and for C don't intersect the circle. So we're going to work on the first one. This is the equation. Make sure we got this here. This right here is the equation of what? Anyone know? Is it quadratic? No. This one up here is a circle. What would this be the equation of? You covered it in grade 9. I will give you something that looks very similar to it. What is that the equation of? That's the equation of a line. M is the slope of the line, and V is the y-intercept. This is the equation of a line. If you've forgotten that, please remember it right now. Think in your head. So, right now, what is the slope of the line they've given us? 1. What that means is when we draw the slope of this line, no matter where it is in terms of the y-intercept, it's going to go up 1, over 1. Up 1, over 1. Okay? So review grade 9 stuff. So our slope is always going to be the same. Our slope is just 1. What's changing is they're using the letter K, but in the equation of a line, when you guys learned it in grade 9, you guys would have called it B. And that's the y-intercept. Okay? So for instance, let's say I draw this line here. Very nice. There you go. This line here, does anyone know what the y-intercept is for that line? 0. The y-intercept is 0. So if I was to write the equation of this line below, our blue one, the equation of this line would be y is equal to x plus, and our k value is what? 0. That's right. So really this line, the equation of this line is just y equals x. Now that I've drawn that line, how many times does this line intersect the circle? Twice, that's right. 1 and 2. Okay? So, this equation of a line, our y equals x, does that fall in an answer for A, for B, or for C? A, that's right. So that is one of the equations of a line. Question A, we can use y equals x. I'm going to come up with another one, though. Get rid of that line. Oh, I drew 2. I forgot about that. Okay, let's get another line here. What about, let's say, this line here? Does anyone know what the equation of this line is going to be, first of all? Nino? Plus 5. The y-intercept is 5. We have it right there. So because that y-intercept is 5, another one of our answers would be y equals x. And for our letter k, we replace it with plus 5 because our y-intercept right here is plus 5. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. How many times does this line intersect the circle? Twice. So once again, it falls under an answer for A, B, or C. A, that's what I was looking for. A, intersected twice. So here's another one of our answers. We have y equals x, y equals x plus 5. Let's maybe draw one more just so we get the point across here. If I were to draw this line here. How many times does this intersect? twice, so it's going to be an answer for A. And what is the equation of that line? What is the y-intercept? -4 is the y-intercept, so our k will be -4. So I've given you 3 different answers you could have used for this. There are quite a few, almost an infinite number of solutions for 2 points. Okay? So you could have used anything like this. Any line going through the circle, intersecting it twice. You'd be writing the equation of a line, and your k is just the y-intercept of that line. Okay? So that's for A. Let's do question B now. Question B asks for 1 point. Okay? So we're still using the equations of a line. We're looking for y equals x plus, and we're using our letter k. Okay? But to intersect a circle once, does anyone know what that means for the line? It can be a line segment, can be a line. Does anyone know what the term is? You ever heard of tangent? Tangent to the circle, which means it just touches it. So an example of that would be, probably be closer to 7. Okay? That's okay. Since you guys are so picky, I'll give you a better one. It's not perfect on 5? You're right, it isn't perfect on 5, but let's try it again. There you go. That's tangent. Okay, so now if we look at the y-intercept of this one, I know we don't have it on the graph, but we're going to assume that it's roughly at 7 here. Okay? So we're going to assume it's at 7, our y-intercept. So what would the equation of this line particularly be? What's the equation of that line we've just drawn above? That's tangent to the circle. Intersects it once. Sure. Right, that's right. Y equals x plus, and our k value is 7. We notice the y-intercept is roughly at 7. If I drew the graph a little larger, it would have intersected there. And it's just touching the circle. You could have also had another option for this. Anyone know what the other one could be? Yeah, we could have had one that's -7 probably. I assume that would have just been tangent to the circle. So the same equation, except that our k... No. This is a thinking question, though. And it's important that you know how to think. Otherwise, you die. You didn't know that? Okay, finally, equations of a line that do not intersect the circle. This should be pretty easy after what we've just done. Can someone give me an example of one? +8, sure. So assuming the graph is somewhere out here, plus, and that's right, 8 most likely would have been tangent to the circle, -8, and anything beyond that